In this kingdom, there will come a moment where your faith will be challenged. Your faith will be called in action. Your faith will be questioned. It will be tested. That is why Jesus said to Peter, you guys should what? Wait. So you will be endued with power. Because until the power comes, you can go wherever to preach. But when challenges come, you will back down. Jesus was not looking for a people who back down so easily. A people who quit so easily. A people who look at the Pharisees and the Pharisees say, don't preach the gospel again. And they say, okay, sir, during the COVID, people decided not to preach again. And they say, oh, it's wisdom. It's wisdom for me to separate myself. It's wisdom not for me to talk to anybody again. It's wisdom for me to shut down the church. But it was not wisdom for witches to be meeting. Throughout social media, we saw witches and occultic gathering, and even the pride parade was going on in Manhattan City. I had church members who told me physically, let's close down the church, but they told me they were going to march for Black Lives Matter. And I asked myself, if you can go in the midst of a crowd who are doing Black Lives Matter, and they are shouting and sweating and rubbing their bodies in the street, and you can't sit in a church and separate, at least, even if you are afraid, you sit in the bathroom and hear the gospel. But they told me, no, let's shut down the church because we are afraid to die. And then the next day they called me and said, oh, Black Lives Matter is marching in the city. Can I go and, I want to go and march. I was so stuck, I did not even have word to speak to the person. I said, you know what? You decide what you do. But this is the generation of Christians we are raising. Christians who are weak-minded, who are focused on everything else but the work of Christ, who are focused on what the news agencies, what CNN prophesied to them, more than the prophecies God has given them. Paul said to Timothy, hold on to the prophecy, the word I have given you, and wage war. What they were doing in the upper room was that Jesus had promised Peter and the rest of the disciples that they will be great. But you cannot be great until that prophecy Jesus gave you, until you wage a war in the upper room for power to be upon you, so you can be that great. Just the fact that they gave you the word don't mean. You see, that is why if somebody keep giving you prophecies but not teaching you the word, the person is destroying you more than he's doing you harm more than good. Anybody who just keep giving you word, oh yeah, I hear you in the spirit, and not teach you how to be strong, because the day you receive prophecy, that day in the realms of the spirit you have been open to demonic attacks. When Mary received the prophecy from angels, from the angel Gabriel, the Bible said the next chapter Mary was going to get stoned. Why? Because Mary now is carrying a baby. Anytime a great word is spoken over your life, attacks come with it. So there are people today, they are being attacked more than they are being blessed, and they don't understand why. Why is it that every prophetic program I go, I receive a word, yet my life is not showing the words that is coming? It is because you are getting open and open and open to attacks. Because every day they are talking about how great you are, and they are not telling you how to build a defense system around you. Jesus himself had his upper room moment. 40 days, 40 nights. He came from heaven full of power, but yet he needed his upper room experience. The Bible says after the baptism, he was led by who? Not Satan. He was led by the Spirit of God to go and fast, and after the fasting he was led to be tempted by Satan. It means that even when the dove came upon Jesus in baptism and God himself said, this is my beloved son, Satan also did what he heard. Satan also was ready. That's the beloved son. All right, let's see if he's gonna obey you. So Satan had to come and try to manipulate Jesus. You see, there are many people who have received the word and they are getting even manipulated to destroy themselves, and they don't even know, because they have not studied the word. They have not built their foundation enough to stand the attacks that is coming. You see, when they say America is a great nation, do you not know that that term great nation alone brings attacks from all around the world? Everybody wants to destroy America, because the moment they sink America, they do what? They become the number one. When you are number one, mind you, every day number two is trying to be number one. Number three, you see, it's like a game. So if you receive a word that your greatness is coming, and you don't sit down and tarry and let power pour on you, you will crash. Hallelujah. So the Bible says Jesus, not wanting Peter, James and John and these men who have sacrificed. You see, even their sacrifice at that time was not enough. There was a time, Matthew 10, Peter asked Jesus, we have sacrificed everything. We have given up our wives. We have given up our children. We have given up our jobs. We have given up our homes to follow you. What is it that we can get in return? And Jesus said, whatever you have given, you will get 100-fold. Now, why is it that still they had to wait? Because even for the 100-fold to come, there is a warfare attached to it. Am I speaking to us? People are waiting for their 100-fold today. And the 100-fold is right there, but they can't touch it. Because they don't even have power to hold on to that 100-fold, to even touch it, to even sniff it. Some people, by the time their 100-fold comes, they are so broken. That is why it is important to be in a word-based church.